All right, so you're that guy that wants to do a lot of your own work. You want to go ahead and rotate those tires, maybe lift it up, do an oil change, maybe work on your suspension, who knows. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to talk about safe ways to properly raise up your Maverick. So we'll be right back. All right, thanks for coming back to the channel. If you haven't been here before, I like to talk about DIYs, reviews, and product information, vlogs. And my kids are right there, there's two of them. I have 4 kids, by the way, if you didn't know. So I want to demonstrate how to properly lift this vehicle. Did a little research on my 2022 Ford Maverick Hybrid XLT, and this is based on an escape platform, SUV platform. Now the truck, it's not a body on frame, it's actually a unibody. So unlike my wife's Alex 570 here, unibody usually doesn't have a frame by itself that you can lift with. It's a different type of vehicle. So because of that, you don't want to because of that, you don't want it improperly lifted, because you'd have some nightmares. I'll see if I can find some video clips of some jacking nightmare on there. But there'll be a couple tips that I want to talk about, and a couple things that I would definitely suggest getting so you won't do too much damage to your vehicle, or you don't want to do too much damage to your vehicle, I should say. So let's go over that. So first of all, you want a nice floor jack here. So this is my floor jack. This is a 2-ton floor jack. So it's plenty of oomph for this kind of truck for weight. 2 tons, you're not looking at 2 tons lifting for the whole truck. You're not literally lifting the whole truck, you're lifting a corner. So 2 tons is pretty good. 1.5 tons for maybe something could do 2. And what I get is this jack pad. This has been used and abused, which is how you want to do it. And what I like about this one, and by the way, I got this on Amazon, but what I do like about this is that it has these slots. So these slots help get in the pinch weld. I'm going to show you the pinch weld in a second, what I'm talking about. But it helps get in the pinch weld, so that way you're not going to mar it up with the jack. And I'll show you why, but this is why I like it. And it has little different bottom parts here. You can see little different slots, so it helps fit nicely on the perch of the jack. You always want to be, safe, so you'll want to get some kind of chalk, the wheel chalk. This is my wheel chalk, nice and rubber and heavy. Some people just use a 2x4 piece of wood block, 4x4 block, whatever, just something to jam it in there so the wheels don't roll. The next thing you want is jack stand. So when you lift it on the jack, you don't want to rely on the jack to hold your vehicle. It's very dangerous to do that. You want to have jack stands as extra protection. And with that note, jack stands usually are set on the frame somewhere, and I went ahead and picked these up from Amazon as well, and to demonstrate how to utilize the pinch weld and not mess up your pinch weld. And the way this shape is, it's got the little divot in here. It kind of matches this jack stand. Not all the jack stands have that little divot. I have another pair that it has a divot, but definitely more aggressive than this. This is pretty mild, which kind of matches the mildness of this one. And I got that one on pretty good. It was a little bit tough to get this on. Let me see if I can get this guy on. What do you see? Alright, so there's a little bit thick to do. Good. I kind of just grabbed it from the width, just pressed down. Technically, the weight of the vehicle would push this down even more to secure it. But there we go. So I'm going to show you the pinch weld here. Get a little light. We got light. Yeah. So what I'm talking about, you'll see across the whole side of the vehicle, this piece of metal all the way across. It's got a little plastic rocker panel covering it here. But that's called a pinch weld. It's called a pinch weld because it's literally got the pieces of metal here, body, welded together. I noticed that they have these little pieces that flare out. I think it helps with rigidity. That's probably it on some of the spots. But anyways, you can see here, it's a little thicker here. You can see that. You see that? It's a little thicker on these edges or corners than just say randomly right here. So the goal is to get lifted as close as you can here. Some dirt. So that's what I'm going to demonstrate. So let's go. First thing we want to do is, if you're stick shift or automatic in any car, you generally want to put it in park. You always want to put it in park. You should always put it in park, I should say. So this guy's in park. You can trust me because the car is off. He's automatic, so I'll let you do it otherwise. The second thing is emergency brake, whether it's a pull handbrake or this guy. See here, braking, parking brake is on. Little red light's on. So it's this extra measure. So when you lift things don't roll. I got shocked right now. I tend to chalk it this way so it won't roll in the street. That's what I want to do, is to avoid it rolling in the street. If you have more than one chalk, it's even better. So then what you do, here. See if I can demonstrate for you. There we go. So we want to get this seated pretty well here, and then when we jack it, we want to get this on the pinch weld here. Let's see if I can. See if I can get closer. So I'm gonna move it closer to here, only because I could get the jack stand closer to a corner versus in the middle. Once I do that, so I'm just gonna. This thing's in the way. Here we go. Get that little cloth thing out the way. Let's see. We're gonna get in there. There we go. So now, not only it's going to keep the pinch weld from moving funny or getting marred from this point here, it's also going to keep this straight. It's not going to bend. So we're not talking about scratching, but we're talking about bending and flexing. So it's going to look ugly and get crushed, and then be a bigger issue when you try to lift it up in the future. So all the stress of the jack is going to actually push right here to keep the pinch weld straight. So now let's just jack it up. Now we're gonna find the pinch weld here. What? I'll throw it away later, thank you. So when I get this close to the pinch weld area, looks like about right there. Back it up a little bit so you can see. I'm gonna slowly drop it. I like to keep the jack on the stand too. Okay. Alright. So I need to actually get the wheel higher, but I just want to kind of demonstrate how it works. So you can see, it's kind of dim, how it's holding by the pinch weld. Here, there's still room. There's still a gap here. I can put my finger. So we know it's holding by the pinch weld, the jack stand. So now you're not going to mar this. And you actually have two things you can hold for insurance. So people like to use the jack as well. Come on, breath. Some people like to use the jack as well as insurance to hold the truck up. But the jack stands are pretty reliable unless you buy some defective Harbor Freight ones, but that's a different story. So if you're interested where to get these parts, especially the jack pad and the jack stand pad, I'll put the link in the description. But if you don't have any of this other stuff, I'll also put some links of something else I suggest, not these exactly, but something else. So thanks for coming to the channel. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. I really appreciate it. Share it and like it and thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.